We're the sisters. Welcome to our channel. So, I'm sorry that we have not filmed in a while, but I just want to tell you that it's been a pretty rough couple of weeks because my son has had so many autistic meltdowns. So, because of the situation, we decided that meltdowns should be our topic for today, okay? So, for those of you who do not have a child with special needs, the best way I can describe a meltdown is basically describing, that the terrible two stage, right? So during that stage, with the terrible twos, they have to get what they want, when they want it, how they want it, banging and, all that stuff, all that jazz. So basically, imagine the terrible two stage 10 times compounded, right?
Yes,
amplified. That's the meltdowns that we get with my nephew.
Okay. Yes.
And my sister is going to explain the different types of meltdowns.
Okay.
Right.
Well, when it comes to meltdowns, first of all, you have to understand the triggers. What do I mean by triggers? What sets your child off? And according to the behaviorists, there are 4 functions of behavior. Maybe your child is having a meltdown due to attention. Or, maybe your child is having a tantrum because they want to escape something. Most children, if they don't want to do something, they will, try to do things to avoid it. Another function could be tangible. Maybe they don't have access to their preferred activity. And lastly, it could be sensory. Sometimes they may be seeking sensory. Other times they may have an overload or, they're overstimulated. And when it comes to sensory, it's something that has to do with the senses. It has to do with
what they hear, feel, see, and so forth.
Mm-hmm. And so you have to understand the 4 functions of behavior in order to help your child with the meltdowns. So my sister is going to give you an example of...
Right. Basically, I can think of times, one particular time babysitting my nephew. And, I remember just there was nothing that I said or did. He was just sitting there. Nothing that I could think of that got him upset. Just out of nowhere, he just started screaming and yelling for no particular reason. Okay. So at that point, I said to myself, if something is going on, then let me think of all the different things that he likes that can calm him down. He likes things like scratches on his back, didn't work. He also likes things like, soft music to kind of calm him down, didn't work. So at that point I said to myself, you know what? This is not attention seeking. This is not tangible. This is basically sensory. Mm-hmm. There's something going on that I can't see, I can't control, I can't hear it. Only he can determine that. And at that point I said to myself, all I can do is just let him go through this meltdown.
Yes.
And, to be patient and just let him go through it. Of course, if there comes a point where I feel he might hurt himself or me, then of course I have to intervene at that point or block. And my sister will explain what I mean by that.
Well, for those of you who are taking ABA, who have ABA therapy, they teach you techniques as a parent, as a caregiver, on how to handle situations with meltdowns. And so what I mean by block is if he is hurting himself, because when my son has a meltdown, he will grab my hair, he will scream. Sometimes he bangs his head. I can't have, pictures with a glass on the frame, because then he will try to reach for things and throw things. And so at that point, I have to block him. So in other words, I have to restrain him. I am not hurting him, understand that, but I am trying to restrain him so that he will not hurt himself. Also, when it comes to meltdowns, again, if you can try to find out what the trigger is, it will help you. If you can try to replace the negative behavior with a positive behavior, that will help. So many times, what I try to do is I try to figure out. Sometimes my son, will give me hints that he is going to have a meltdown. He grunts like,
and that's his sign saying I'm about to blow up anytime.
Anytime. And so sometimes you can try to prevent it. So at that point, what I do is, again, I realize he likes basketball. That's one thing. And he likes to talk about it. So I'll bring up that conversation. Or he likes scratches on his back. So I will, give him scratches on his back. So again, it's how you react. You have to look at what happened before the behavior and what happened after. That will determine whether this behavior will continue or not. So tune in next time, because we will talk about punishment versus reinforcement.
And again, in the book that we wrote, we did discuss the fact that he has meltdowns every now and then. And we greatly appreciate it if you can support us by clicking on the link below and purchasing our book. We greatly appreciate it.
Yes. And one more thing I wanted to say. When your child is having a meltdown, please make sure that you remain calm. That's what I've learned. If you remain calm, then eventually he or she will be calm. And it will not escalate to the degree of, hitting and things like that. So once again, please let us know what you'd like for us to talk about. Please put in the comments any questions that you may have. And don't forget to subscribe and like our channel. Thanks.
Have a good day.
See you next time.